You know what, man?
I don't think it's as easy as that. I mean, how can you possibly jump to a conclusion based on one angle?
Nah, but look at the guy. It's obvious what his motives are.
I don't think so. Even if he did do it, how can you possibly judge him? I suppose you just got to take a step back and look at his... the variables. The different variables.
Like what?
You have to consider his history. Where has he come from? What's his quality of life? What's his environment? I just think to every situation there's two sides to the story, and that other one always gets forgotten.
That's irrelevant.
This is the problem. It's so easy to forecast other people's doom. We live comfortably. A roof over our heads, safety, well-being. I mean, how do you think you would cope in that situation? When you're forced to steal even the most common essential?
I just don't see what his environment has to do with any of it.
Well, exactly. There's always a bad guy in every situation. Like an evil force that opposes the good.
Mate, what are you even talking about?
Not quite sure. Maybe I did go off a little bit then.
Are you alright, Marks?
Yeah. Just everything's all over the place at the moment. I can't really focus on anything.
Yeah, well, we've got the big move coming up, haven't we? There's gonna be some changes, man.
I'm not sure I can do it.
Mate, it's a necessity. Anyways, I've got to go. I've got to meet Mum for lunch and probably get some more uni clothes after, so... In a bit, man.
I didn't realise what it actually meant to leave. It was always something I've wanted. Maybe a chance to change a little. But only now, realising it's actually going to happen, do I panic. Having lived under the safety of this blanket for 19 years, never needing to push further, to comfortably progress. I was always attached to silence. And it was the silence that first drew me to her. I remember walking home, hearing only the road and the town. Never room to think, I took the long way home. away from any roads, a simple alternative to clear my mind. This is where we met, the birth of our relation. We found each other in a place between my own obsessions and a thing of beauty. Pure and untainted, she was the last living hybrid of the two worlds. Westernized by her nature, but birthed the same as all. I began to pursue her different branches of interest. First, it was the change of colour palettes. The arsenic greys and monotonic beige exchanged for the rich greens and inviting flamboyance that could never be synthesized. Everything seemed so right with here, like I had forgotten what it meant to be alive, the true root of our civilization, on a patch of land that breathes for us. It's like we pull away at our own lungs in an attempt to adapt it to our needs. The next step for me was always moving away from this patch. Cold and embedded, I've been sitting and waiting to germinate for far too long. It's said that if a bud is planted too deep, it could delay or inhibit the process of growth.
Eloise?
Long was it? Long was it? Long was it I waited? She understand. I need to leave here, passing my essence on. But her, she lives standing still, watching the world go by while she pushes from acorn to oak.
I'm sorry. I'm off point today. I'm sorry. I know we've practiced, but... No, I'm completely fine. It's just...
Telling her the truth I knew wouldn't easily be received. I laid my arms down to her. It was time to explain that my grasp on reality was dwindling to an unpleasant level. Her presence in my life only loosens the grip between what is real and what is fantasy.
I've been trying to work out how I was going to tell you, but the words, they never...
All to bed last, wrapped around the world of Eloise. But only when the need for a real relationship, a relationship that matters, do I see it's time to change.
Marks, are you even listening to me? You know, I don't understand you. One moment you're trying to help me see the world, and the next is like you're not even there.
We receive life from day to day, in accordance to an assumed reality. But when that assumed reality is jaded, decision making starts to change, to weaken. Attention falters. This torment is only my mind denying progression, arguing its point a way to find back the true root of my problem. Reality. But attention is minor. I need to let her go.
Come on! Can we please just sit down for a moment and talk about this?
When Eloise is attacked, she floods her leaves with chemicals. This makes her flavour distasteful and hard to consume. She warns her sisters alike of anything prepared to question her vitality. Than I can ever imagine things further than I can. The oldest living organism on Earth is the quaking acid colony. It covers collectively 103 acres of land. When do we stop supporting each other like this providence? How could we ever be the same? My life learning, emulating, mimicking the things I've seen. My brain, my person, everything I am is nothing but a constant reminder of what has been before. And as quickly as the idea was conceived did it lay in its wake as I plunged myself into something new.
Hey, you alright, buddy? I thought we lost you there.
What happened? What?
I was taking Pippa out for afternoon stroll and we came across you, swimming around in that lake. Do you have any idea what time of year it is? Do you know where you are?
Did you see her?
Her? Who are you on about?
Oh. No, My mistake. My mistake.
Come on, you must be freezing. I'll get you home, I can drive.
Deep down, I think I always knew Eloise wasn't real. A mirage, a delusion of the mind, manifesting from something I was never quite prepared to accept. To move on in this world, I must let her go, leave her in the forest and lay her to rest. But then I see life. Life forever existing around me. Constant twists, turns and interlinked roundabouts keeping us on our toes as we go forward. This is why I question the need for Eloise to fade away. She is more than a fantasy in my eyes. She is a romance. A romance with nature. The nature of everything that has sprouted around us, a tier above and towards the innate warmth of interest the world has to offer. She may not be with me, but I will feel her. Feel whenever life's aesthetic pleasures reveal itself to me. A reminder of life depicted through the eyes of a younger, more naive version of myself. Eyes that capture the patterns in our visual standards of the world as opposed to relating them to anxiety and survival, rather than creating problems in the menial, rather than allowing momentary effect to rule my attitude. I see this as my manifesto for all the young bodies, the ones lost in the bleakness of progressing life. I assure you, the biggest problems that hold us back are the ones we carry and create in our heads.